is a very exciting product and an upgrade of something that 20 some, well, I'm going to say 25, 30 years ago that my father, Tom Mower Sr., and myself developed. And for going back to the early days of New Ways, and if you're on you have your camera on, you can see the early Endow formulation that we brought out, probably 25 plus years ago. And that was very revolutionary because it was designed to help women with hormone balance and those going through perimenopause and menopausal symptoms. And I don't know in Australia, New Zealand, Canada, but menopause is not a valid defense in a criminal court if you commit murder. And so it's a natural biological process, and so it's not considered a mental illness. And so because of that, what can we do through using the gifts that Mother Nature gave us to help with hot flashes and night sweats and mood swings? And so Endow has gone through a process over years, and obviously when my father and I left New Ways, guess what? We still do that research. I'm going to talk about one thing before we jump too much into this. There's another great product that my father and I brought out, and that is InnerCHI HER. And that is a form of a phytoestrogen that is a ingestible form. It's a soy-based, but it's not an isoflavone that many women cannot convert that type of a phytoestrogen into estrogen. But equal that comes from that, you can do that. So this is a great companion product. It's really a 1-2 punch, both topical and ingestible with InnerCHI HER. And so if you're suffering from perimenopause or menopausal symptoms, we talked about hot flashes and mood swings, and you're looking for relief, this is the latest, greatest science that Mother Nature has that goes back hundreds or thousands of years of use. This is formulated for women. You know, my father was the most impactful person in my life, but second to that were the women in our family. And I would say in my dad's life, it probably was women that had the greatest impact on him in his life. They were educators, they were nurturers, and they really formed what he has done. Obviously, my interest, going clear back to the early days of the Mower mission, was in biology and chemistry. And early on, when I was going to university studying human biology and genetics and chemistry, this is something that really piqued my interest. Mother Nature has great answers, and there's great synergy when we compile these ingredients. Now, Endow was based on Diascorea wild yam phytoestrogen. Since that time, I have taken additional ingredients to help us promote hormone balance, but also healthy skin, mood support. Once again, Sisel safe. You'll see that it has a color to it. These are natural. There are no added dyes. The fragrances come from the essential oils that we have put in there. Now, the wild yam that we use in this formulation gives us and provides natural hormone support, just like our InnerCHI HER does. But unlike InnerCHI HER, this is a different form of this comes from wild yam, where the other one actually comes from soy, but not isoflavones that we're trying to stay away from. And so this is really a 1-2 punch with this product. You get great results with both, but with the two coupled together, a lot of the other benefits with this formulation would be skin tone. Now, with this formulation, I've also put Vitis, Agnus cactus, or many people will know it as chasteberry, monk's pepper. This has a real adds a real benefit because it stimulates the activities. Wait for it, endorphins. We're looking for endorphins. That makes us feel good, doesn't it? You need InnerCHI HER. and you need this wonderful InnerCHI HER lotion, which is based upon the original Endow formulation that Dad and I did years ago. And so the Vitus Ectus or the chaseberry, this is really going to help you with beta endorphins. It's really going to help your mood. It's going to make you feel good. It's going to help you with balance of hormone. Now, here's one thing too, though I don't have on this slide. So one thing with cortisol, we know that it helps. Well, it doesn't help; it hurts. When it comes to weight loss, that's a stress hormone. It also has an effect on our skin. As we become older and our hormones get out of balance, our skin thins and the quality of our skin changes. So this will really help fight those effects. But these two products together, and I'm going to talk more about hormone balance, and we're going to talk about more products at Mower Mountain, because I have released all these great weight loss products, and they've helped me lose about 35 kilos or over 70 pounds here in the US with these amazing products that help me with my diet. The other segment is about hormone balance. I'm going to talk about that in Mower Mountain. We're going to talk about some great products with that too. Now, when we talk about mood, when you smell something, I'll smell something and I'll think, that reminds me of my grandmother's house. I'll smell wet dirt. I think about being on the mountain, sagebrush, those type of things. Something that stimulates our mind and mood and thought. Now, when we use essential oils like ylang ylang, chamomile, lavender, geranium, we blend these into this formulation, not only because they do have some great historical significance in hormone balance, but guess what? They really help with mood. And so you're going to enjoy these fragrances for that benefit also. Once again, it's sizzle safe and highly effective. And so here's some pictures of, those are actually wild yam. That's what it looks like before it's processed. The chaseberry that we have in here, this is all a wild crafted herb too. Here's some pictures of the different essential oils that we use. I know we have a lot of distributors that have been part of big billion-dollar companies in essential oils. They're going to love this. But unlike just essential oils, there's synergy when you find it in different components. And that's why I want to talk about InnerCHI HER for a moment too. If you're really looking for results, you're going to get it with either one of these products. Put them together, and guess what? It's going to be fantastic. Now, I have the opportunity to turn the time over to three very important women. They're important because they're really part of the Mower mission. And all three of them go back quite a while. One, Misty Davis, she worked for me clear back at New Ways. And now she gets that willow. And Marie France, Heather Billings, they go back to New Ways. They have a very large business built on hormone balance, going clear back to the early days of Endow. So you're going to hear from these three here in just a second. And they have built large organizations based upon Endow, but more importantly, they've been using this product for quite some time, and they're going to share those results with you. And so, Misty, if you have your panel on board, I'm going to turn the time over to you, and you can talk a little bit about this product.
That's perfect. Thank you so much, Tom. Well, I'm really excited and grateful to have Marie France and Heather Billing on the call with us today. I know they are both product experts in their own right when it comes to this product. And as users of the original formula created so long ago, we invited both of them to take part in our clinical trials for this product. And after hearing their testimonials, we just knew that we had to get them on the call to share with all of you. So Heather, I would love to start with you and have you just take a couple minutes to share your experience with using the product.
Thank you, Misty, and it's so great to be on the call. I'm very excited about this product. So because it is for me, a legacy product. I started using this 27 years ago, believe it or not. It was one of the first products that I tried when we joined New Ways. We actually joined for the business, but the products were absolutely amazing. And I had suffered for many years with hormonal challenges. I'd tried lots of different things. I'd tried pharmaceuticals, and I was at a point where I was really looking for answers. And you know how life works. Along came New Ways. And we, as I said, we looked at it from a business perspective, but when Murray, France and Peter talked to us, they said, oh, there's a hormone balancing cream. You might actually find that this is great. And I was at the point where I was willing to try anything. And so I tried the balancing cream, the minerals, the antioxidants, the multivitamin, and we changed our whole household. So we got rid of all the harmful ingredients. And within the first month, I could tell a huge difference. And within 3 months, I had a cycle that was 28 days, no PMS, and I just couldn't believe it. So, of course, we started talking to people. As you've mentioned, part of our focus was actually helping people with their hormonal challenges. And we experienced some amazing things. There's lots of New Ways babies that were created from our hormone cream. I'm not sure if I can say that, but it's the truth. Because it was such a powerful product, so simple, but had such a great impact. And so to be part of this trial has just been amazing, because I had been telling women for years that when they get into the menopausal years that the cream is amazing, it'll stop the hot flushes, you know, it'll help with your moods. And suddenly, as I started to come into those years, it's not available anymore. And so obviously when things happened and we came across Sisel, we it was one of the first things. We had so many people requesting, please, can we have the balancing cream? And we are so grateful that you guys have been able to create that. And so I got started. One of the biggest things, as you mentioned, Tom, was almost from that first day was just a lift in mood, just feeling so much lighter, more optimistic, was the first thing I noticed. And then, of course, I was desperate to try it for my hot flushes. And I actually found that did take a little bit of time. It was between week 4 and 5 that I actually started to get results. So I went from having multiple throughout the day and night to now almost occasionally. So for me, that is a fantastic result. We've tried it on sore muscles from exercising. It takes away the pain. If you burn yourself when you're cooking, it will take away the pain. If you have tight muscles in your shoulders, absolutely fantastic. And I just want to say this is not just a product for women. We have used it throughout the years on children and kids, which we probably can't say that we do use it on kids because of regulations, but it's fantastic for teething pain. So there's so many benefits. It was lovingly, called our magic cream because it could be used for everything. And I'm just so excited that everyone has now got access to this product.
Wow, Heather, thank you. Thank you so much for sharing. I didn't realize it had been 27 years for you. That's incredible. So I'm so happy that we're able to bring this back out to you. Marie France, are you on? Now, I would say exactly a year ago this month, Tom made a commitment to you that he would bring this product back out. And since then, so much thought, research, and development has gone into improving the original product. So I'm so glad that we're able to do this and it came to fruition. Will you take a couple minutes to share with everyone how this product helped you build your business originally? And share your recent testimony as well on how you've benefited from the night sweats to the better sleep and so on.
Hello, I'm Marie-France Garon, And I feel incredibly privileged to have been a part of the trial group for Sisel's InnerCHI Harmonizing Cream. So for those who've been around for a while, you may remember that we once had a similar product to this. So when Thomas Jr. and his research and development team decided to bring this invaluable formula back, updated of course and refined, I was absolutely delighted. So my personal experience with InnerCHI Harmonizing Cream has been nothing short of amazing. From the very first application, I noticed a real difference in my sleep. For over 15 years, probably since entering perimenopause, sleep has been a constant struggle for me. It started with occasional sleepless nights and gradually progressed to 3 and 4 nights per week with very little or no sleep at all. So as you can imagine, that takes a toll. Since using InnerCHI Harmonizing Cream, my sleep has improved dramatically. Better sleep has meant better days. So really, I feel more focused, more productive as well, and in a much better mood overall. There's also a noticeable sense of calm and balance and an overall feeling of well-being. Another area where I've seen support is with restless legs. Now, if you've ever experienced that, you will know that it can be very disruptive when you try to get to sleep at night. So when I apply InnerCHI Harmonizing Cream to my legs before bed, that restless sensation settles, which makes it much easier for me to relax and fall asleep. I've also used the cream on bruises with great results, and it has quickly become one of those products that I naturally reach for. What I really love about InnerCHI Harmonizing Cream is its versatility. Something that families can keep on hand for many everyday uses, from general discomfort to tension, minor skin concerns, and also, of course, supporting balance for both men and women. We are so excited that now InnerCHI Harmonizing Cream is available, and even more excited to be able to share it with the world. So thank you, Sisel, for bringing this amazing formulation back to life again.
But we've run out now, so we want to order it as soon as it's there available to order. And I will never run out of this product. And of course, like we did before, we have one left in the car, one left in the bathroom, one in the kitchen, one in the handbag, and one more just in case. That's what we do, because you can't run out and you have to have this product right at hands whenever you need it. It's just awesome. We're excited. Can you hear it?
I sure can. That's really great. Thank you so much for sharing. And I think it's also worth mentioning, when using the product, it's great to alternate where you apply it each time. So whether that's on the inner elbows, the back of your knees, your thighs, and so on, I've heard for years that people get better results that way with alternating it. So thank you again, both of you, for testing out the product, for sharing your testimonies, for begging for the product to become available. And now we have it for everybody. Now I want to switch over to a video that our marketing team has put together for you guys. I think you'll really enjoy it.
InnerCHI Harmonizing Cream helps promote comfort, balance, and a harmonious sense of well-being. Because when your body feels balanced and your hormones are in harmony, your confidence shows. Perimenopause and menopause can feel unpredictable. Hot flashes, night sweats, mood swings, and a sense of imbalance. But what if harmony was once again possible? InnerCHI Harmonizing Cream is specially formulated for women to help ease these symptoms naturally. With wild yam, non-soy phytoestrogens, and Vitex agnus castus, InnerCHI Harmonizing Cream encourages harmony while supporting comfort, balance, and emotional well-being. Balanced hormones can also support healthier-looking skin. This nourishing formula supports skin density, tone, and elasticity, while Helochrysum works to protect the skin from the effects of stress and cortisol. Skin is softer, smoother, and more youthful-looking. A soothing essential oil blend of ylang-ylang, chamomile, lavender, and geranium support a calm, positive mood, helping you feel like yourself again. InnerCHI Harmonizing Cream. Feel balanced. Feel beautiful. Feel your best in your body at every stage.
Great. Well, I'll tell you what, it's all about harmony. It's all about balance. It's all about homeostasis, having everything in balance. When we're talking about hormones, especially women's health, we're talking really about two major hormones. We have different types of things like cortisol and things, but we're talking about estrogen. We're talking about progesterone. When we're talking about wild yam, we're really talking about progesterone. This is a phyto or plant-based form of that. A couple of the benefits that I just want to maybe touch briefly upon, and that is bone density. Something that we don't talk about a lot is the fact that as we age and as estrogen and progesterone get out of balance, guess what happens? Osteoporosis, thinnings of bones. Many of you old timers with me will remember Dr. Lee and the benefits he talked about progesterone. He x-rayed, he measured, he saw the results of what it did. We talk about menopause, perimenopause, these things. There are so many benefits that come with balance in hormones. Moods and hot flashes and all these symptoms, but there's so many things going inside of our body that require this balance. We talk about InnerCHI for the cream, harmonizing cream. We're really talking mostly about progesterone. We talk about InnerCHI for her with Equal. We're talking about estrogen balance. That's a lot of the synergy I'm talking about. This will really help us in so many ways. I'm loving reading the comments over here. This has been designed largely for women because, of course, those are the two major hormones they have. Are there benefits for men? Absolutely. Especially when we talk about skin and some of these things. Testosterone needs a certain amount of estrogen also for balance. And so it's just how we balance all these hormones really determines if we identify a lot of times as men and as women. And so these are incredible products. It's exciting because we have such a long history with so many wonderful people, so many friends in Australia, New Zealand, Canada, around America. But because of Marie and because of Heather, I went to the whip on this because it's not, do I think it'll be successful? I know it's successful. We have decades of use with this. I'm so excited when it does come to America and we start talking about it here. But I gave them my word a year ago that I'll get this out for them because it's something that really drove their business. And so I saw one comment pop up here, endometriosis. Absolutely. There are great benefits for that with this product. So many kids have been born in the last couple decades because of hormone balance. We have the answer. We have the opportunity. The wonderful products that we develop fuel the incredible business opportunity that's unmatched in the industry. This year is going to be a year of sharing for us. You're going to see it in our catalogs. You're going to see it in our promos. You're going to see it in the platform. We have some new things coming up there. Sisel is becoming easier. And it's becoming easier because we're doing things digitally and we have so many wonderful people like you that are experienced leaders, know the Mower mission as well as I do. And so it's been great. And thank you so much for sharing your day, your evening, or your morning, wherever you're out in the world right now with us. And I look forward to seeing so many of you coming up here. I'm off for Japan in a couple of days, and we're going to talk about this product and some other things when we're there. I know the Baccinis are going to be there. Look forward to seeing them there. Until then, God bless, and Have the rest of a great day. Thank you. Oh, here's last thing. Here's the price. Thank you for that. $35 USD. And so if you have the US dollar, $35, that's what the cost is right now. Available right now. You can order it. Australia, New Zealand, Canada.